So today I am back at one of my local cemeteries. I got told by my partner to come here. So yeah, I am back. I'm gonna see what's new and what's not. I may even do a live, who knows. But by the looks of it though, they cut all this back. And by the looks of it, they try to tidy that up. But we have a wander. Yeah, if I remember right, all those were massive big bushes, if I remember right. But we have a wander. And we'll see what else is new. So again, nothing new has happened since yesterday. I want to get over there. No, I can't read it. So there's an unmarked grave there and another one there. Again, I can't quite work out what that one says. Again, another unmarked and another unmarked. And one over there is unmarked as well. But yeah. What I'll do, I'll go around this way. So obviously there's one there. And another forgotten grave. You see like the outline of where it should be. So again guys, I have to be careful where I walk. Yeah. In loving memory of Ellen Goodchild, 1911 to 1940. So again guys, some of these graves you may see upside down like this one, because there's so many unmarked graves, and I don't really want to, out of respect, I don't really want to walk on them. Again, I don't know if there's anyone buried here. Could go the long way round. sometimes with unmarked graves, they're very easy to notice. And then sometimes they're not very easy to notice until you're right on top of them. So there's another one there. Nah, can't quite read that one. But by the size of the grave, there's at least 2 people buried there. Again, guys, I'm just looking before I start walking. Because if I see any unmarked graves, I will try my best to walk around them. Again, I can't quite... it's on the side there, that's why. So we got... Father Edward. We got first priest of Hazelmere. I can't quite work out what it says. So, first priest of Hazelmere, I'm assuming 23 to 1936. Born July 25th, 1870, died Feb 23rd, 1936. So I think that might be the first priest of Hazelmere, I think. That one I can't read, I'm assuming it's on the platform, but cross is in the way. That one feels... born October 18th, died Feb 1943. Again, can't quite work out what that one says. Yeah. But at the moment, I am on my own here. I normally say walk between one grave and another, and you know that's a clear path. I've always said that in previous videos. So there's a grave there, there's a grave there. Walk in this bit here, you'll be alright. You'll be fine 9 times out of 10. It's just that when you walk in between graves like that, you can't go and you're not sure what, in my case, not sure whether anyone's buried in between. Sometimes I notice it and sometimes I don't. But I do try my best. But yeah. Did I do that one over there? I can't remember. But there may be someone there, so I have to be careful. I think I did, but I can't remember. Sister. So this one is a So this one is maybe a nun. Died March 20th, 1949. So it could be a sister. So obviously it is a sister, but is it like a nun? Can they nuns are called sisters? So could that be a nun? Or could it be someone's sister? We will never know. So at the moment, we're on our own. I forgot to buy a drink, as always. I came straight here, and I normally stop off at a shop or wherever to buy a drink, but as always I forget. To the memory of Arnold, born 1859. Okay guys. Oh, okay. My reading. I'm going to say what I thought it said. Arnold, born 1858, died 1040. But I think the zero is supposed to be a 9. Died 1940. And his son, Ronald? Rudolph? Something like that. Can't quite read it. Born 1906, died 1942. In the service of his country. Yeah. Carl, 1911, died 1997. To the world of music, he gave beautiful joy and wisdom. Also, his devoted wife, Greta, I think it. So again, guys, I do apologise if I misread names or get the names wrong. Natalie. She was born 24th of April, 1981. So what? 2 years before I was born. She died August 21st of August 2004. Dearly loved daughter and granddaughter. I'm in the flowers that bloom. I'm in the quiet room. I'm in the birds that sing. I'm in each lovely thing. That's actually what was written. I don't know whether you want to pause it and read it. But yeah, she's not much older than I am. I was born in 83. And she was born in 81. Obviously I'm not going to read that one because trees in the way. Did I read this one? Don't think I did. I think I was going to. But yeah, like I said, guys, there's not really much that have gone on since yesterday when I done a video yesterday, which I think is available to watch now. But yeah, I'm quite surprised on Natalie. If she was born in 81 and she died in 2004, yeah, that wasn't that long ago. What, 20 years ago, 21 years ago she died? Obviously our parents, not sure about great grandparents, but if she's got any brothers and sisters as well, cousins, that kind of thing. And as you can tell, there's no flowers, you know, there's no flowers, there's no ornaments, there's nothing there, just a stone. Yeah, if I was there's another one there, got to be careful. I'm just going to put this out there, I don't mean anything by this, but if I died today, I like to think that my family would come and visit me. Yeah, even in 20 years time, I like to think that maybe not my mum and dad, because they would have been older then, but like my brother and sister, my two nieces, I like to think they would come every so often. Obviously not every week, but every so often to come and, you know, put flowers on my grave and whatnot, or at least put something on my grave. Yeah, it's like my mum when my nan died, and I don't know whether she still does, but she used to go there after work. She used to go to work, do a full day shift, and then she used to go to the cemetery, you know, pay her respects to her mum, my nan. And yeah, I get it. Yeah, after a long day of work, you just want to go home and put your feet up. But my mum used to go and see her at the weekends as well. She would, if she was in the area, pop over and tidy up her grave. And now I understand these ones. I understand no one comes and sees these anymore. Let's see if I can read this one. So this person died in 1960. Francis, 25th of December 1960. So 1960. So that I can understand, but yeah, Natalie died 20 years ago. It's like my nan, she died 1999. I remember it was February, so it was literally just after Christmas. And you know, there's another one. I think I just spotted that one. Yeah, that was over 26 years ago. So a couple more unmarked graves here, so I've got to be careful. So that's what, let's say 26 years ago. My mum still goes to her grave and pay respect. David and Marie Hill, born and died November 1st, 1965. Now, okay. It said in loving memory of our wins. I think the T has worn off, and I think it's supposed to be twins. Yeah, I think they're supposed to be twins. So I think either they died at birth or not that long after birth they died, which is a shame. So there's two people buried here. John Phillips. Can't quite work out a date. You've got that one there, Anthony. 1961. Yeah, so I think that might be another child there. Not sure about that one. It's another one there, but I can't quite work out. It's just a headstone or what. Lucy Ann, darling daughter of Roy and Kaza, taken from us 13th of June 1967, aged 20 months. So another grave there, which and obviously there's another one here. Reading it upside down. So Carla Dorothy died 15th of May 1968, aged 58 years. So yeah, just seeing whether my mic is still on. Yep. So obviously I'm not going to read every single grave here, guys, otherwise I'll be here for days. So guys, you're probably wondering, because I've said this quite a lot in in this video, how do I know that these are unmarked graves? Got one there, possible one here. It's quite easy to tell, really. Again, another one here. You can tell that they're unmarked. You can tell that someone's buried there. And another one probably pointed out before. And another one here. Again, the reason why I know that they're unmarked, because when you look at it, probably can't really see it on camera, but when you look at it, they're too perfect in the sense of they're same length as a person, same width as a person. You know, Mother Nature doesn't make things perfect, if that makes sense. Now, don't get me wrong, guys, that is not a perfect That's not a perfect square. I don't know how well you can see it on camera. That's not a perfect, shape of a hole or of a person or as a coffin, but it's near enough the shape of a coffin, If that makes sense. It's not a perfect shape, but it's near enough a shape of a coffin, so to speak. And eventually that will cave right down, eventually, and left untreated, there will be a good void, so to speak, in the ground. I think it'd be a few more years before there'll be a proper indent where it'd be more noticeable to see. I think one end is definitely collapsed. I would probably say the way that the headstones are, I would say more of the head end has collapsed and the rest of it's still kind of intact. And then you've got these ones here where you probably see it on here, is a little bit of a raised bit. Again, that could have been put there a few years ago. So it hasn't quite got that that final point where it's collapsing yet. And plus round here, especially around here there's quite a lot of clay. And if you know much about clay, it holds a lot of water, but it moulds. So if you dig a hole, it'll mould that hole, so to speak. So so it takes a little bit more longer for it to settle and stuff like that. I know it sounds a bit morbid, the conversation I'm having, but I've got to get that out there. Just having a bit of a sit down. So it takes a while for the body, the coffin, so to speak, to settle, and then a couple of years, maybe even longer, for the whole thing to start making an imprint. Which goes on to my next topic that I'm going to talk about. There are quite a lot, especially this end, there's quite a lot of unmarked graves, which suggests to me that, well, a couple of theories really, because you're probably thinking why they are unmarked. Well, a couple of reasons. One, when they died, they were probably the only one of their family that still lives. So let's say husband and wife. If their husband dies, it only leaves the wife, and if they have no children, then when the wife dies, there's no one to organise the funeral. There's no one there to organise the coffin or the headstone, or where they should be buried, or whether they have a cremation, or to make that decision. And 9 times out of 10, they just may have probably a little funeral, so to speak, like a little remembrance. They'll probably put it in a local paper, just in case there is someone out there that may know the person. They may hold a little service if someone speaks up and says, I know this person. But 9 times out of 10, they'll just bring them straight to the cemetery, bury him if no one claims the body, so to speak, and just leave it unmarked. Same with that, if the wife dies and a husband is left. Again, if the husband dies, there's no one there to claim the body, so to speak. It's a little bit different if, they have a family, say like the husband and wife, if they had kids. Then they can let the family know, hey, just let you know. Then they can make arrangements. But yeah, so I've watched videos in the past where someone died alone, they had no family, got no friends, and they just, that's what they did. They just bring them out here, not here, but to a cemetery, put them in a hole and just, leave them. I'm wearing a jumper and I am roasting. I wish I never wore a jumper now. But yeah, so that is maybe one of the reasons why some of them, or most of them, are unmarked, because the family are not, there's no family to make that arrangement, so to speak. And it's down to the authorities, the government, the council, whatever, to make that decision. And we all know what the council and the government are like. They're trying to not con us out of money, but try their best to look like they're doing the best thing, but really they're not. Me personally, I would try find out what I can about the person's name, when they were born, when they died, that kind of thing. At least put somewhat of a plaque of some sort. Just to give them a little bit of reassurance that someone out there really does care. That's what I would do if I worked for the council or worked for the government. Put a little bit of dignity back into the person that died alone. There's no one there at their funeral, no one there to say goodbye. So I would at least have a common decency and make a little plaque for those people that have no one. That's what I would do. I've got an itchy nose. But yeah, that's what I would do. I am planning on getting up again soon, guys. I am planning on going towards the gate and doing some more exploring. And this is the thing about having a holiday. I'm off this week. And I've got not a lot of work to do, but I've got like jobs to do, kind of thing. One of them is to make as many videos as I can. The other one is a lot of housework, a lot of gardening. Do you know I'm doing more work on my day off, on my holiday, than I would if I was actually working. Funny that. So when I go back to work next week, I'll more than likely probably want to have another week off. Just to recover from this week. Which goes on to my other question I've got to ask you guys and girls. Today is Tuesday. if you would like me to come to one of the cemeteries, this one or one of try to get my words out. If you would like me to go to a cemetery and you don't care which one, but you would like me to do like a night time, late night, early morning, whatever video, I may do it anyway because my partner's working tomorrow morning, early tomorrow, so I may get up at the same time as him, and I may do not a night time video, but like an early morning. If I get up at the same time as him, leave the same time as him, I should be able to get to a cemetery just as the sun is rising, so it'll still have that dark look, but still have that twilight, I think they call it, twilight hours. So yeah, if you'd like me to film as it's kind of dark, yeah, let me know in the comments below. Most people normally watch 30 seconds of the video, so yeah. So an update, guys and girls. Yesterday I made a video and I was looking for feathers for the wands that I'm putting on eBay, and I did eventually find some feathers, and I did yesterday night or last night I managed to attach the feathers to the wands, and I think if I remember right there are 2 wands on eBay. Link is in the description below. If you want to go and take a look, you're more than welcome. But they are available. So yeah, there are some crystals on there as well, some crystal necklaces on there. I think all of them are set for international shipping, so I can ship abroad as well. Not just for people here in the UK, but it's for people around the world. So don't feel that you have to live here in the UK to go and check out my eBay items. You can. There is shipping on there as well for the whole world. But yeah, I am planning on going to get up in a second. Do some more exploring. So yeah. Again, I'm kind of just chilling out as well. So yeah. Let's get up. Yeah, I may even do a live as well. Yeah, I think my bike will be there, alright there for a minute. a memory of my husband. Fits? Yeah. So what I'm going to do, guys, I just had a thought. I don't know whether, when I do my live, I don't know whether to sit there or sit where I was. Yeah. Done quite a few videos here in the past. Yeah. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to end the video, being here 42 minutes. I may do a live, just see who's about. So yeah, I'm going to do that now. So thank you all for watching. I'm just going to wander up here real quick. So yeah, thanks all for watching. Yeah, well, thank you all to all my subscribers, especially the ones that watch my videos. And yeah, definitely think about doing a live pretty soon. Yeah, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. See you soon.